was, I remember the days when I first met George, like back in '68, you know, program directors and DJs telling him, oh man, y'all can't get played on the radio because funk is a bad word. Now you can't turn the radio on and hear everybody from Janet Jackson to, and not saying it detrimentally, a Lily White pop singer, saying something or having some kind of experience with funk in it, you know. So funk, I don't know. I think as long as there's life, there'll be funk. Like Bootsy said, there'll be funk and on.
Yeah, the funk is so deep that it's really hard to bottle it up in one interview. But one thing that kind of sticks out in my mind is all of these cats like Stanley, Clarke, who are like just classically trained geniuses and all this and that, can be influenced by the funk, which really says something to me, because you can have all the technical skill and you don't write the right material. It's just not there. It's not the same type of vibe. Can you explain a little bit why the funk is so deep? I know it's kind of hard, but...
Well, that is a hard one for me because I tell you the truth, see, by me never coming up in a formal institution of training, you know, I learned how to sing from my aunt, and a lot of stuff was self-taught. And then I had in high school, in the Glee Club, I sang in the Glee Club, and we had a music teacher named Mr. Grigsby, who, you know, he taught us the basics of like reading sheet music and stuff, but I was so busy trying to be knucklehead that, you know, I never paid no attention. Like we would do stuff like Sleepy Time Bach, and everybody's reading from the charts. And then, so by the time we went through it to study it, he said, okay, now we're going to do it. Everybody's supposed to be reading. Here I'm adding harmonies that wasn't in it, and Mr. Grigsby would bust me. To say all of that, the thing with the Stanley Clarks and stuff is like, these guys have that technical training and stuff, but I do recall shows where Stanley and Lenny, whatever his name was, came to our shows, and I happened to look to the side of the stage and I saw Stanley and Lenny. I'm like, wow, what are these guys doing coming to see us? I mean, I'm impressed, you know, because I know that these is the guys of theory heaven, you know, but what it really was that I broke it down to mean, because we got calls from George Dubu. They wanted us to do Dookie Stick. They called George, myself, Bootsy, as us, we do Dookie Stick and all that stuff. And for whatever reason, we didn't do it. I broke it down to find out that these guys have the technical thing, true, but the thing of simple feel is what Bootsy has. Bootsy and James Brown and all them guys, they have this magic about a feel. It's like you take a James Brown song, the chords are basic. He might be giving you a 9th chord or a 7th chord, but it's how it's played. You know, it's how it's played that makes it magic, makes it hypnotic, makes it almost puts you in a trance. Just like the Africans with the drums, where there is no guitars. You know, you see people out there dancing and stuff to just a beat, and the beat becomes so puts you so hypnotic that people can actually kind of almost in the spirit leave their bodies and get caught up into something else. You know, that's what Bootsy and them had. They had the art of taking a feel and mastering feeling, opposed to mastering the theory and all the technical and the scales and all of this and stuff. But at the same time, they have those abilities too, but we find that we kind of get off on the people more, and the people get more off on us by us coming to them on the, you know, on the grounds of where they are, what they want from us, you know. And so I count it as an honor for Stanley Clarke and them to even come in our presence and stay there until the show was finished.
Yeah, that's like living proof of what I'm saying, because a lot of people basically who listen to the cats will put down the funk in a minute, but don't really know how influenced they are to you guys. And another point about the African tribe type of thing, a perfect example of that is Cosmic Slop, by the way, just that it starts, just the boom, 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 boom. You know?
Right. I never owned a set of drums. My whole thing with drums is like, I basically learned how to play from sitting in the house, playing on my hands and legs. Because I mean, you know, I came up in the ghetto, so my great parents, they couldn't afford a set of drums, but that was cool enough. We got the idea across. And George gave me the opportunity to play drums in 73, 74. I think the first time that I actually played drums on a recording was when I did the Chocolate City album. Make My Funk the P-Funk was the first professional record that I played drums on. My relationship is without them, there's no me. I mean, that's who it's all for, you know. I had learned a long time ago when I was going through the phase of trying to decide like what field of music that I was going to pursue. I had to decide a long time ago that whatever field that I could, you know, be an instrument or turn on to the people, that's the field that I wanted to go to. You know, cats want to be in jazz, no problem with that, but a lot of that I found to be like for self-satisfaction, you know, deep theory and technically, and the book says, you know, A major 7 with a fretted ninth and all that kind of stuff, you know. You know, Joe Blow that works at the factory, you know, he walking down the street talking about, she loves you, yeah, and it's a multi-million seller. That's what I want, what everybody feel like they can understand, you know, or feel like they have something in common with, you know, because like Sly said, everybody is a star. First of all, is to know what they want. Make that decision first. Know what you want to do. If you know what you want to do, if you have a good idea of what you want to do, then make the effort to pursue that. And also realize in the course of your pursuit that it's never promised to you to be a bed of roses. I mean, you know, it's like a lot of times the things that you really want to obtain, it comes a lot of struggle, sometimes suffering with that. But then the reward, once you achieve that, that's, you know, you can count all the rest of the stuff as great experience. Nothing is negative. A lot gained and nothing lost, really. You know, but I think for a person that, you know, in my course of travels and experiences, I've met a lot of talented people. People who sometimes I look at and say, oh man, they should be the one. He should be, she should be, you know, but it has to be something that, you know, has to be from here, you know, because you know, if you don't make the decision and you don't pursue it from your heart, you know, you're just another talented person.